There we go. I can't find the setting to adjust the microphone. I'm going to have to research that later, because at the minute there's too much gain on the microphone, so no doubt the audio is not going to be particularly good in this test. But anyway, we shall go ahead. Yeah, I can see the audio clipping already. Way too much gain. There's the helmet down. To learn about this camera. I really don't know all the ins and outs of it yet, and probably be a bit disastrous, so yeah, it's better to find out now than on the day that you've got the settings wrong. So that's really the purpose of this. Already I can see that the Toshiba's not recording, so I think we can forget about that one. That's a disaster. The screen timing out's a bit of a disaster as well. I really did want to keep the screen on, but it's gone into power save. So that's not so good. Beautiful day today. First time I've been able to get out on the bike in 2026. I could do with some good weather. Come on, spring, where are you? Disaster. Should have thought of that before I headed off. Oh well, I'm new to this, you can't think of everything. Anyway, we're on the road, over-modulating on the microphone no doubt, but we'll know to adjust that in future. What the angle's like for the camera, because I can't see the screen. I really don't have a clue. Yeah, definitely going to have to adjust that setting so that I can actually keep the screen on. Probably would drain the battery a lot faster, but I think it's pretty essential that you're able to see the screen, otherwise, you know, what's the point? You really don't know what you're recording. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that, see what the crack is. Test out what the wind noise is like inside the helmet with the Mic Mini. It's not a good test though, because I didn't adjust the volume on the mic properly, so it's all going to be way over modulated, peaking everywhere. Not good. Ah well. It is what it is. Just tootling along here at a leisurely 50 miles an hour. My wife was telling me that she came across a motorbike accident as she was coming home in the car. So that's not good. I always hate to see that. Unfortunately, when the weather's good and bikers haven't been out for a long time, sometimes they're just not up to speed with their riding skills and maybe try to go too fast and end up having an accident. Sad really, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're heading out the Carnlough road here from Broughshane, heading towards Carnlough. Beautiful little seaside village, nice harbour. Of course, there's always a tractor causing a queue of traffic. What? Such is a thing when you live in a country area. Tractors everywhere. The thing you gotta watch out for as a motorcyclist is that you just never know when they're gonna turn. Sometimes the indicators aren't working on the darn things. Sometimes there's a young person driving the darn thing. So always, if you're a biker, be very wary of tractors. I must say I'm really pleased with the CBF. I mean, it sat overwintered all winter, and it's been sitting in the shed for months. I bring it out of the shed, I press the starter button, she fires into life on the second press of the button. Absolutely amazing. Just shows you how reliable the old Honda CBF 600 is. Great bike. It's the best bike I've ever had, actually. Very, very comfortable, very easy to ride, good wind protection. You can ride this bike all day long. If I had one minor complaint about it, it would be that the seat's a bit hard. If I was doing long distance touring, I would probably have to look into getting a seat cover of some sort, you know, to pad the seat a bit, because it is a bit wooden. That's the absolutely only criticism I have of this bike. Otherwise it's absolutely perfect for me. Got enough power, 76 brake horsepower to stay up with everything else on the road, and at the same time it's not, you know, it's not a super bike. It's not gonna go so fast it's gonna get you into trouble. So kind of the perfect all-rounder in many ways for me. Although as I'm getting older, you know, I'm finding the weight more of an issue. It is quite a heavy bike for the 600, but I can still manage it okay. I'm not that geriatric yet, but could be an issue in the future. Hopefully not. Everybody's still backed up behind the tractor with the slurry tank on it. Pleased with the microphone, the way it's the situation of the microphone, you know, tickles my nose a bit, the dead cat, you know, because it's right up against my nose where it's clipped on inside the helmet. There's a guy going for it. He ain't waiting. Hope the slurry tanker goes straight on up over the sheds. Doesn't go around the corner, but I bet you it will. Yeah, around the corner. Oh hum. Pretty sharp old turn here at the sheddings. But when you know it's there, you know to adjust the speed rate for it before you go into it. Aye, is anyone else going to be brave enough to put a pass on the tractor in this straight bit of road? It's a bit uppy downy though. Can't really see over the hills. Yeah, the old Toshiba is a disaster. My plan to run it off USB didn't work at all, so oh well. It's what it is. You just have to go to plan B in that one. Okay, so I'm coming up on look at this guy on the back wheel. See, he's gonna live long, not. See what I mean about guys getting out on a spring day on the bike and they all go a bit mad? Oh yeah, not good. Right, is it going to turn off for Glenarm? Probably not. If he is, he ain't indicating. Let me see. I'm not going to attempt to pass him before turn off in case his indicators ain't working. But I think there's an opportunity now. Yep, no top gear roll on the CBF, no problem at all. Nice when you got enough power in hand for a bit of overtaking. So yeah, that's good. Again, apologies for the overmodulation on the sound. It's going to be terrible. unfortunately, the software I have for video editing won't allow me to adjust the background noise level. I'm using a very basic free version of CapCut at the minute. And of course, they snag with anything that's free is that they take all the good stuff off you and leave you with just a very basic set of tools. And unfortunately, the tool that does exist in CapCut for removing overmodulation or background noise isn't available in the free version. So eventually I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy a pro version of CapCut if I want to be serious about video editing, because at the minute another drawback with CapCut is that the free version only allows you to export your file as HD 1080p, and there's not much point in having a 4K camera if you can't shoot in 4K. There's no point in shooting in 4K because the video editing software is going to reduce it down to 1080p, so a bit pointless shooting in 4K. So I just shoot in HD, which is what I'm doing at the minute. To be perfectly honest, I can't really see a big difference, you know, between the two, but obviously there is. I mean, 4K is going to have more detail than HD. But the trouble with 4K is that the file sizes are huge, whereas HD is the file sizes are a lot smaller, a lot easier to work with. So, you know, if I thought I could get away with HD if the quality is good enough, I wouldn't mind just shooting in HD and forget about 4K. But I probably won't. I probably will bite the bullet and spend the money that I need to buy the full pro version of CapCut. Another fellow biker. They're all out in the good weather. Brings the bikers out. So if you're a motorist, just beware of that. You know, a dry day, the first day of well, tomorrow is the first day of spring, isn't it? 1st of March. Just be aware that there will be a lot more bikers out. So you know, keep your eyes open and look out for bikers, because no one wants to get into a road traffic accident with a biker. So here we are now, we're starting to come down the hill towards Carnlough. I can see that the Action 6 is recording away there. The only thing I can see on the screen is a red readout of the recording time so far, which is a bit useless really, when what you want to see is the screen with the picture on the screen. But it's definitely in a power save mode at the minute. Traffic lights here, and they've turned green for me, which is very nice. Just tittle on through here. And a bit of roadworks. Muck in the middle of the road. Farmers, honest to goodness, what are they not like? They just dump muck all over the road. Never think about a biker, because we all know that muck and slurry and dirt and whatever can cause a slide on a motorbike, which is very potentially dangerous, and we don't want that. So farmers, give a thought to bikers, will you? They probably won't. They just carry on as normal, doing what farmers do, and spreading crap all over the road. This suppose it's inevitable. And what can they do if they're in a muddy field and they come out on a muddy field and the dirt's all stuck around the tyres? I mean, it's not like they can wash it off or anything. So yeah, it is what it is. So bikers, just be aware when you're out in country areas that the roads may not be as clean as you would like them to be. There'll be muck and dirt, and it's usually deposited in corners and places where you don't want it. So be careful, guys. Think bike. As I say, just on to test this bike set up out, you know. I'm not really intending to upload this one to YouTube, but you never know, I might. I mean, who wants to hear overmodulated sound on a YouTube video? I'm sure nobody really, but that's my bad. I mean, I should have been more careful about setting up the microphone before I head it out. But anyway, we'll see if we can adjust the levels. Can't remember how to do it, you know. How a fella like me, it's hard to keep all these settings in your head, you know. And although you may find them one time, when you go back to try and find them again, you've forgotten. Oh boy, the joys of being 70, eh? Oh well. Hopefully we'll find the mic gain setting and turn it down, and maybe we'll have better audio on the way back home. Another biker. Be coming into the village of Carnlough. I intend to do, you know, a proper video on Carnlough at some point, because it is a beautiful little village and well worth an explore. So here we are. Not sure we're doing 30. Great to see the sun out. Just fills your heart with joy. A biker's dream. Sunny days on a motorbike. Doesn't get much better than that, folks. Whoa, bit of a bump there. Tide's out, people out for a walk. Along the beach. Not a bad wee fishing spot either, Carnlough. Trouble is the tide goes out a long way. So you kind of have to follow the tide, walk out with it, because it does go out quite a long way on the beachfront there. I suppose there's the option of the harbour. You could fish off the harbour wall there. Haven't actually done it, never tried it. But it's a possibility. At least you'd be into deep water and you wouldn't have issues with the tide. Anyway, here we are coming into Carnlough village. this archway over the road here. This is just before the harbour. We're going to go down in here, get the bike parked up. Not to drive into the harbour and drown, that wouldn't be good. As you can see, we've got a few bikers out today. They do tend to congregate here the summer months. Nice to see. Here we are, down at the harbour. Get my gloves off. Open up the visor. Have a look around the bikes here. Stick my gloves in the top box. Out of the way. And by the way, in case you haven't seen it before, this is my bike on the CBF 600, folks. My pride and joy. My baby. So there we are. Yeah, quite a few bikers here today. Nice Kawasaki Ninja there. Custom exhaust on it. Nice job. Triumph. And the old Harley Davidsons. Not a fan of Harleys, to be honest. Just not my kind of bike. You know? Never been a big fan of the Harleys. Old Beamer there. Old Beamers never die, do they? Oh yeah. Nice Yamaha. Yeah. 900cc. And the Yamaha Tenere, not sure how you pronounce it. Nice bike. There we have it, folks. Carnlough Harbour and the Terry William, obviously a commercial fishing boat. Plunk myself down on this bench and see if I can adjust these microphone set before I do anything else.